As we have been covering the Democratic National Convention, this year's presidential election will also set the course for relations with China and how the U.S. is going to defend its allies in the region. This week, tensions continue to escalate in the South China Sea. Multiple collisions occurred between Coast Guard ships belonging to China and the Philippines, a key U.S. ally. At least 2 vessels were damaged. Those incidents took place near the Sabina Shoal, a highly disputed area about 85 miles from the Philippines' west coast. Both countries blamed each other for the collisions. Greg Poling joins me for more. He is a senior fellow and the director of the Southeast Asia program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Greg, good to have you. Why has the Sabina Shoal become a flashpoint in the territorial disputes between China and the Philippines, and what led to the recent collisions?
Well, there's nothing that special about this shoal, but it's one of those hundreds of coral reefs that China lays claim to in the South China Sea, despite the fact that international law says that it belongs to China's Southeast Asian neighbors. In this case, the Philippines. As you said, the thing's only about 80 miles from the coast of the Philippines and more than 650 from the coast of China. What led to this incident is that the Philippines was just trying to go by the shoal to resupply a military outpost it has on another island, and the Chinese Coast Guard tried to block their path, which led to these 2 collisions.
China has warned the U.S. not to intervene in the South China Sea disputes. How is the U.S. assessing this situation?
This is extremely dangerous. You know, the U.S., we hear so much about Taiwan and other flashpoints, but the South China Sea is the one that I think everybody's worried we could wake up tomorrow. You could hear about an incident like this that nobody expected that leads to an exchange of fire between China and a U.S. treaty ally, the Philippines. So it's certainly something that I think keeps military advisors and others in Washington up at night because of the unpredictable nature of this dispute.
If that were to happen, what would the U.S. response be?
Well, that's largely up to the Philippines. But U.S. officials in both the Trump and Biden administration have been clear that these areas are covered by the U.S.-Philippine Mutual Defense Treaty, our oldest treaty alliance in Asia. And if China kills Filipinos, we are legally and morally obligated to respond in whatever way the Philippines wants.
You mentioned politics. What kind of policy impact could the November election have on this region, including the conflict here and with Taiwan?
You know, the Philippines and most Southeast Asian governments are less worried about a Trump or a Harris administration than some of our other allies, particularly in Europe. In the case of the Philippines, they feel pretty good either way. They viewed Trump as tough on China, even though he didn't have much to say about the South China Sea. And they feel like Harris is a known quantity. She became the first vice president to ever visit Palawan, the part of the Philippines closest to the South China Sea, and has had a big role in advancing this U.S.-Philippine alliance that's under a renaissance right now.
But in a Trump administration, I mean, Trump has sort of avoided the idea of whether the U.S. would come to its defense, right?
Well, Trump himself never said the word South China Sea in a public speech in 4 years in office, but it was Mike Pompeo, when he was Trump's Secretary of State, who went to Manila in 2019 and made this promise that the South China Sea is covered by the U.S.-Philippine alliance. So even if Trump himself doesn't care, you know, his government did, and his administration did invest in this alliance.
Greg Poling, thank you.
Thank you.